Welcome. Here we learn why nice people finish last and cruel people win. The boardroom betrayal. You worked 60-hour weeks for 3 years. Mentored junior employees. Covered for your colleague when his mother was sick. Stayed late, came in early, never complained. Then the promotion came. The one you deserved. Your colleague, the one you helped, got it instead. Why? While you were being nice, he was being strategic. While you were collaborative, he was taking credit. While you had integrity, he had ambition. Here's what breaks people. This isn't a flaw in the system. This is the system. You were taught that goodness wins. That karma exists. That nice guys finish first if they work hard enough. You were taught wrong. Machiavelli, the 500-year-old truth. In 1532, Niccolo Machiavelli published The Prince and destroyed the fairy tale of virtuous leadership forever. His core message: it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. He watched rulers across Italy. The kind ones got overthrown. The compassionate ones got betrayed. The merciful ones got murdered. But the ruthless? They stayed in power. He wrote, "A prince must learn how not to be good, and to use this knowledge according to necessity." Translation: goodness is a tool. Use it when convenient. Discard it when it's not. Machiavelli's insight? People respect strength more than kindness. They follow fear more reliably than love. They exploit niceness the moment it's convenient. 5 centuries later, nothing has changed. The 48 Laws of Power. In 1998, Robert Greene published the 48 Laws of Power, so ruthlessly effective it's been banned in prisons. Why? Because it proves, power doesn't go to the most deserving. It goes to the most strategic. Laws nice people violate constantly. Law 1, never outshine the master. Nice people help their boss genuinely. Power players position for takeover. Law 3, conceal your intentions. Nice people are transparent. Power players strategize in silence. Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Nice people forgive. Power players eliminate threats permanently. Law 40, despise the free lunch. Nice people give freely. Power players ensure every favor creates debt. Greene writes, the better you are at dealing with power, the better person you become. Translation: niceness without power is naivety. The people who play the game aren't evil. They're just playing while you're pretending the game doesn't exist. Evolutionary psychology: why cruelty wins. Evolutionary psychologists discovered that dominance, not kindness, was the primary path to reproductive success for most of human history. The alpha gets resources. Resources attract mates. Gene spread. Repeat for 200,000 years. Researcher Christopher Bone found dominance hierarchies are hardwired into social mammals. Nice behavior evolved later as group survival strategy. But it only works when the group punishes cheaters. In modern competitive environments, corporate, political, romantic, cheater punishment is weak. When cheaters aren't punished, they win. Studies confirm. 4% of CEOs show psychopathic traits, versus 1% general population. Psychopaths are 3x more likely to reach executive positions. Ruthlessness correlates with career advancement. Your empathy makes you hesitate. Their lack of it makes them decisive. In competition, hesitation loses. The prisoner's dilemma. Game theory mathematically proves why nice people finish last. In the prisoner's dilemma, 2 players can cooperate or betray. Both cooperate, both get moderate reward. One betrays, one cooperates. Betrayer wins big, cooperator loses badly. Both betray, both get small punishment. The rational move? Betray. Always. Because if you cooperate and they betray, you're destroyed. But if you betray and they cooperate, you win everything. This is why job candidates lie, politicians break promises, partners cheat, and companies exploit workers. Modern life is transactional and anonymous. You'll never see most people again. So why be nice? When nice people got crushed. Steve Jobs versus Steve Wozniak. Steve Jobs is worshipped as a visionary. What's buried? He was notoriously cruel. He publicly humiliated employees. Took credit for others' ideas. Fired people in elevators. Denied paternity of his daughter for years. Steve Wozniak? The nice genius engineer who actually invented the technology. The one who wanted to give away designs for free. Jobs saw Wozniak's genius and monetized it. He saw Wozniak's niceness and exploited it. Wozniak got a comfortable life. Jobs built a trillion-dollar empire. Jobs said, my job is not to be easy on people. My job is to make them better. Translation: cruelty, when framed as high standards, becomes acceptable. The loyal employee who trained his replacement. Sarah worked at a marketing firm for 12 years. When her company hired a younger employee, she trained him thoroughly, shared her client lists, taught him her strategies, introduced him to key contacts. 6 months later, management decided to restructure. Sarah was let go. Her trainee? Promoted to her position at half her salary. She was told she wasn't adapting to the new direction. The real reason? She'd made herself replaceable by being helpful. The entrepreneur who got pushed out. Mike co-founded a tech startup with 2 partners. He was the ideas guy, creative, trusting, focused on the product. His partners handled business operations. When venture capitalists came calling, his partners convinced him to accept a smaller equity stake to make the deal work. He agreed because he trusted them. 2 years later, after the company went public, they engineered a board vote that removed him as CEO. His shares were diluted to near nothing. He built the company. They owned it. The pattern repeats, the nice creator builds. The ruthless operator captures the value. The Dark Triad. Psychologists identified 3 traits that predict success. Narcissism, inflated self-image, craves admiration. Machiavellianism, strategic manipulation, exploits others. Psychopathy, lack of empathy, fearless risk-taking. People high in these traits get promoted more often, earn higher salaries, have more sexual partners, are perceived as more confident. Why? They don't hesitate. They don't second guess. They don't feel guilt. While you're worried about being fair, they're 3 steps ahead. Your empathy is your weakness. Their lack of it is their superpower. Why empathy gets exploited? In competitive environments, empathy creates vulnerabilities. You telegraph your moves. Manipulators read you like a book. You hesitate to harm. Even when deserved, you soften. They exploit your mercy. You assume good intent. You give benefit of the doubt. They use it against you. You feel guilt. When you assert yourself, you feel bad. They never do. Empathy evolved for small tribes where reputation mattered. In anonymous, transactional modern systems, it's a liability. The truth, nice people who refuse to learn power will always be outmaneuvered by those who do. Your choice isn't between good and evil. It's between naive goodness that gets exploited and strategic goodness that survives. The world doesn't reward niceness. It rewards strength. Will you learn to be strong while staying human? Or will you keep waiting for fairness in a game where fairness was never part of the rules?